Okay. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Multiverse Maker, and welcome back to Monsters Insights. Yeah, no, there's not much to say. Last video I was invited to a party gathering of sorts by a Hive Mind complex creature. And also, I really didn't do too well on my first attempt to become a siphon for someone. But part of me feels like you were supposed to lose that, encounter. That one felt like it was supposed to be an actual loss. So, I'm not really like that upset about that one. But this time I am more prepared to do so. I have coffee and a lot more clear head on what I'm actually doing. Does that mean I'm going to do any better? No. So let's get in. Begin. Or no, let's do remember. There we go. Okay, we're back. Oh yeah, right. We left off reading the newspaper. You know what? I think raising stats is gonna be better in this case for me. I have 2 points. Present myself in a conversation. Supreme. How to appear as powerful and strong to dominate the speak. Yeah. Under pre-science, how I make sound judgments, let's get those two at, yeah, that's done. That's good. You learnt the art of Presutra. The ability to appear to do something incredible effortlessly. More headlines were about Squeeze the Filer of the deceased raising her undead army. Okay. Your preparation time for dialogue is up. Now, the Silver Tongue will attempt to win the favor of the interlocutor. Cormium, where one is all. I knew that orientation would take place in the topitic orb above the Murongo Solus border. Okay, that's a name. Okay, I just also want to take a brief little minute. I actually like these pictures here. Like, oh, how that moves is actually interesting. I really like these pictures. They're some are cute. Like, this one is kind of cute actually. This looks like an alien chicken staring at a weird robot. 3-year girl eating a skull burger. You know what? That one actually seems very normal. I would see that in real life actually. Oh, right. You guys are back. The mouths and voices from the last time were there to greet me and asked me to don a new robe. And then they beckoned me to float into the orb floating above Murongo. The topiatic orb structure, like a mechanical puzzle, began to undo itself. When the entrance opened, the orb resembled a sphere with a slice taken out of it. I went inside. Ooh. After navigating through multiple vessels in the canals, I finally arrived at the core. Am I inside a living creature? I think I am. Oh, God. The core room is the abode of Cormum, the mind of the Hive Mind, or the heart of the Venakava Collective. And attached to the top of the ceiling, there is no other than the heart itself. When I took a step on the ground, the Cardian floor jumped, and Cormum immediately knew I was there. Slowly, they began to descend from the ceiling. Oh, hovering above me, their cord of arteries and veins fall delicately past them like strands of hair. Ooh, silver-tongued. Are you ready for orientation? Oh, you know what? Let's seem confident. Otherwise, why would I be here? Fair point. Now, we here also want to make you do a little survey before we start orientation. We hope this is fine with you. Sure. I feel a quake underneath my feet. Please take a step back. I do so, and from where I was once standing, the floor caves into a hole, which then forms into a mouth-like shape. The floor ejects something into the room. The yellow and white bile floats in the form of free room. Okay. As I was in awe, the hole starts closing itself up by pulling on the meaty floor that surrounded it, similar to quicksand. As it does so, the bile transforms into a symmetric state where it crystallized to form a piece of paper. We just want to know if you have any allergies, friends or family you care about, or salt on you. But it's about if you've joined any hive minds in the past, how long you've existed as a singleton, etc. Is there some kind of writing device I can use? Look up, Silvertongue. Above me I see a black artery descend from the ceiling. Squeeze it to get some ink out of it. Continue squeezing and pressing it as you write. After a few minutes, I'm done filling out the survey. What will this be used for? I ask. We thank you very much for your cooperation. Now we're sure you have a lot of questions, which will be answered in due time. Cormu's eyes are squinting, they're suspicious of you. However, we were very curious to learn about you. How come? They're annoyed. You're the only one who started making demands. And the only one to make reasonable demands at that. To see us. Sometimes amongst the multitude of faces, you singletons fail to grasp our reality. Singletons being a collective word for those who are not in a hive mind. And it's because you don't understand us that we have this gap in understanding. If only you could understand why everyone would want to be in the Venakava. And in your individualistic world, you think in singleton ways. You cannot comprehend our multitude, our numbers, nor our omnipotent presence. Omnipotent. That's I think a term for like divinity or divine, godlike, something like that. No, you need to needs something to center those ideas in a singular being, which is the case with the vessel you see before you. I don't know if I'm grasping your concepts any better. So, hold up, let me think. Basically, in other words, you're saying that you're a divinity, as a collective, you're all one and all knowing, and everyone else who is not part of the collectiveness or the hive mind is idiotic. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from this one. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I feel like not saying anything here would be a bad idea. Only the beating core of the Venakava. So you are both simultaneously your subject and their rulers. We don't have hierarchy here. All of the Venakava is us, quorum you. Regardless, we hope that you and us can come to an understanding somewhere. There must be some foundation for mutual trust. After all, why were you at the fun fair? I can't speak. I was interested in joining the Vankava. I was lost. I wanted to buy some salt gnats. I mean, saying I was lost wouldn't technically be wrong, because that first conversation I had was a bit very confusing, and I was at a loss of what to do on certain things. So then I wasn't really in the beginning wanting to join the Venakava. The opportunity just came to me, so quite literally. So I think, yeah, I was lost would be a good answer. Lost? Do you think we've heard of such a thing before? All the more you should come join us. Here we will grant you the purpose you desperately need. You wouldn't want to get whisked away by that dreadful being. What was their name again? Fernweb of the Lost. Ah, yes. I imagine if you had run into them, what a disaster it would be. Oh, please don't tell me. What would have happened? Let's just say you wouldn't be alive right now. Clearly they missed the mark with this one. Guess who's standing in the flesh right now? But we just want to understand why. How should we put it? Why you would insist on meeting with us if you have no intent on joining the Nakaba? Our time and resources are precious. Let's continue with that one. What exact resources are you expending by talking to me? Wow. I can't remember if that's going down means bad, but I'm going to say it probably is. You have a lot of audacity to go ahead and ask us doltish questions like that. Everything about the rapture needs to be measured precisely, done with the utmost concentration. The rapture? It's why all of us bother living at all. Hold on, what's this? Body is pulsating at two different speeds. It's like if two things are struggling for control. Oh. So then it's not a unified body. Huh, okay. Seeking the rapture is one of wise decisions and balance. For I didn't even get to read the rest of that. Ha 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 ha. Silly. Why are we talking when we can show them for what it is? Oh, that's a different one talking now. I didn't even get to read the rest of that. The lights are out, and their face begins to contort itself. It looks like blood stopped moving through its limbs and veins. Then it wakes up once again. Our sincerest apologies for what you just saw. A silence steps into the chamber, lingering over both you and your interlocutor. Before we begin, we were wondering a few more things. Please, what is the most lacking thing in your life? What is one thing you wish you could change? Because there would be no other reason why anyone would join us if they didn't want to leave something behind. You feel entitled to know this. You feel entitled to come to the core of the Venakava Cormune and demand a meeting from us. So the least you could do is answer our question. And why should I do that? Why you should do that? What? Okay, maybe I'm being a little too demanding. That's probably, I didn't mean to, I shouldn't have clicked that. Answer your question. Keep in mind that you're trying to recruit me into the Venakava. I should be the one interviewing you. There's no need for you to get... Enough with your babbling. Foolish singletons, always so individualistic and entitled. Maybe I shouldn't always press for more. Some new limbs of the Cormune begin attaching themselves to the ceiling. We think it would be appropriate time to give a tour of the Cardian. The Cardian is the name of the orb that we're currently inside. I start walking towards the exit and adjusting the fabric of my clothes on the way out. I notice that the Cormune doesn't follow me and remains attached to the chamber's ceiling. Are you to come with me? We as Cormune cannot move from this chamber, but we as the Venakava can give a quick tour. The hovering mouths from before appear in front of me. Both of the mouths and the being Cormune speak in tandem. If you could follow us, please. Certainly. Instead of taking me out of the chamber, they moved me to the opposite side of the room. Tubes, veins, and arteries fall down from the ceiling and start to take life of their own. All of them are drawn to me as if we were magnets. Wait, hold on. What's happening? Who said you were leaving this room for the tour? Please, allow yourself to be connected to our network. No. No, of course they'll find a way to find any opportunity to connect me to the Hive Mind. Does this mean it's over before it even started? What exactly are you doing? We're going to show you projections from our collective mind. It's easier to just see visualizations rather than go through all the trouble of walking around. As you can feel the tubes sucking at your skin pores, a thought crosses your mind. Wait, if they're showing projections from their mind, that means I can use insight. But no. As much as I can see what's their mind, they can also see what's in mine. Yeah, it's a two-way street. Two-way. It means, yeah, it's two ways. So they'll know what that I can traverse their mind, and may suspect something. Poor Mew's main form descends from the ceiling again. Time is running out. What should I use? What should I do? What should I do? Use insight or or just listen to the presentation? Let's see. If I use insight, I can possibly get a better grasp of their head, but I don't necessarily know even now how insight is properly done. But I could also just listen to the presentation, which could be the safer route. But at the same time, I don't know what would be the best choice for this. Like, You know what? Any of those who watched this video and up to this point, like 20 minutes in, let me know in the comments what you would do in this matter. Just out of curiosity to see if I'm the only one with this type of decision. With the same mindset. One, that's a face right there. That looks like a face right here, if you can see. Let's just listen to the presentation. Better to hold off using it until later. Yeah. Alright. Should be able to feel the rest of the Cardian. Here in the Cardian, members of the Vena Cava travel via valves, arteries, and veins. Arteries and veins are used to keep us all connected, whilst valves act as passageways through the chambers. How come the funfair there were no arteries/veins attached to you? That was because they were all connected to a private network there. You were in the Bahug Bay. We have a core that's connected under the sea. So all of the wires, arteries, and veins would go through the dock floors. Oh, and the core across the plane are all connected back to there. Precisely, that's how we keep everything intertwined. What were to happen if the core at Bahug Bay were to collapse? Would all the Vena Cava be dead or simply disconnected? We would know if any of our cores are in danger. After all, we're all in the same. If such a thing were to happen, then normally they would disconnect. But it's such a horrible thing they do, doing it for the best of us all of us. A lovely Libestad, indeed. Libestad? Libestad. I have no idea what that is. They do what? Why, they all simply die. They simply what? Hold up. I didn't even click. Oh, you simple singletons. You don't understand. If any other collective were to recruit them, or if they were to deform back into their singleton states, they would be ruined. Better to spare them the harsh reality and end the suffering early. Death is their only release. I have to question this one a little bit. Hopefully, A new keyword, death. So you murder them in cold blood. Think of it less as murder, but more as euthanasia. I have no idea how this is even said. I will Google this later, but if I don't do that, please tell me what this means down below. Like, I don't know what that word is. The difference there is consent. One is unwanted whilst the other is forced upon. But we have our reasons for forcing it upon them. But I mean, I'm agreeing with these bottom two and this one here. It is needlessly cruel. I agree with all of these. Okay, I feel like I should save here. Yeah, I could have saved here, but just in case. Churn. You should give them the agency to decide. If they were wise, they would all make the same decision. We know what's good for them. We know what you're thinking. Cormune is starting to sound a bit crazy. Yeah. Maybe I should leave. But think of it like this. Cormune's vessel is tightened, angry body language.
Oh, shit, you want to talk to you real quick?
Hey, what's up? Oh. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, we usually had it with like mashed potatoes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, say that again? Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. No problem. Okay. Okay, Mom. actually, I did see that. The Steel Hunters one? Oh, the one with the Cthulhu creature thing? Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I saw that, I saw that last night. Yeah. I will. Okay, Mom. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Talk to you later, Mom. Bye.
Didn't mean to scare you to death.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. So, Mom wanted me to let you know. Lunch is peanut butter and jellies, fish fillets, there's chicken salad down there for sandwiches, and there's mac and cheese that can go along with it.
Okay. Alright, gotcha.
Alrighty. Okay. Back to this. What if one day, angry body language, you woke up as a slug. A minuscule, defenseless little slug. You couldn't speak. In a minute, you could only move less than 1 centimeter. The weight of your vessels would be so immense you would feel trapped in your own body. No one can understand you. The pain would be too great to convey. Your family and friends will no longer recognize you, and you could never be who you used to be. They close their eyes and try to compose themselves. That's what it's like to be demoted from a hive mind back into a singleton body. You feel so vulnerable, like your life has no order anymore, because you used to be able to think, feel, and be everything and anything that's the collective felt. Do you understand now? The cost we must make to protect the Venakava. And if they even have a faint connection, all of the other members could experience this agony too. We cannot afford such a thing to happen. Oh, I have 2 options here. My state here is I don't know on this one. We cannot afford for such a thing to happen. But such a thing would never happen, right? We wish to be honest with you, Silver, Eagle's tongue. If a greater cosmic terror came after us, then a few cores may be lost in the process. But after the initial attack on one core, we would be sure to protect and lock up any others, so that this could never happen to them. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask now. The questioning will now begin. Use the keywords you have so far to ask Core Muum about the difference. To do this simple... Okay. Or perhaps you can ask about non-keywords too. Be warned, because once you've asked a question about a keyword, that's it. You cannot go back to it. Do you have anything left to ask? Okay, I should probably look this. Funfair, maybe? The Funfair is one of plenty events we hold to spread awareness about the Venakava. There are fun games to play, philosophical questions to ask oneself, and group therapy. I was actually kind of wondering about it. That's why I questioned that. We also host some interactive novels that mimics the life of being in the collective. It gets people interested. Cormune's blood vessels are popping. There's some deep-rooted resentment here. Other collectives would rather just brainwash them, but we don't think that's the way to do it. They should be excited and want to join us. We can all experience the fun together. What else was the fun fair for? It was also a fundraiser event for the disconnected. Disconnected? Occasionally a simulation doesn't work on a singleton, which is such a shame, so they begin to slowly dissociate themselves from the hive mind. We spread awareness on the disconnected so they can be reintegrated into the collective. Okay. And along the way, with the memory we earn, we hope to find a cure for them. So they can never be disconnected again. So wait, in other words, sometimes the process doesn't work. It messes with the mind of the person, and they eventually just lose themselves? Like, that's how I interpreted that. That's sort of... interesting. This almost sounds like it almost turns him into a vegetable. Like almost a vegetative state, but not a vegetated state. Do you have anything else left to ask? Rapture. What is so great about the rapture that it's your only goal in mind? What's an interesting question. I hardly think that's interesting. I argue it should be something that's given. Your whole pitch is as to why you should join the Venakava is centered around rapture. It shouldn't be surprising that when someone asks what's so great about it, because you should be able to justify why rapture is worth pursuing. Well, let me ask you this. What is the reason that we live life after all? It's because of the pleasure that we have. We are constantly in search. Just as Cormune was talking, their face undergoes a fission of sorts. You can hear two singletons screaming voices yelling at each other. Cormune itself begins to melt and bleed from the mouth. Whoa. Too long? Wait, core, one half of all. Oh wait, so one half is core and the other one is mu. So they're not completely whole, they're still separate. They're not one mind. Too long. You talk of rapture, I shall grant you rapture. Oh, don't smile at me like that. Let us bask in it together. Don't listen to them. And Mew, please get a hold of yourself. What? Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I just said at the beginning of this. I always thought these two would be in perfect harmony. Turns out I may have to convince Cormune. It looks like I'm going to have to pick a side, or maybe to help the two fuse back together. I think at this point it might be better to get them to fuse back together, because if I don't, then I don't know if they would be considered people anymore, but the collectives will die, and I don't think my conscience would like that very much. Just saying. But at the same time, if I focus on one that I could use insight, then I could probably get in there, maybe? This is hard. So let's see. Core is the one that's about killing me at this point, and Mew is the more sympathetic one. So if I were want to use insight, I would want to use it on Mew, because, okay, to put it bluntly, that one is more sympathetic and more probably easier to break down and stuff, while this one is about just shut up already and let's get on with it sort of thing. So but fusing them, getting them back together might be better as well. I don't know which one's best. You know what? I'm gonna save. Yes, overwrite that save. You know, I have that save. I can go back if I need to. Help them fuse together again. Let's attempt this. I don't say anything but watch them fall apart. Maybe they'll root each other out. Turns out you guessed wrong. Within a matter of seconds, Cormune comes together as they did before. They smile. Our sincerest apologies for that hideous display. Do you have anything else left to ask? Death? Death? What about it? Are you afraid of dying? You're the beating heart, no, the soul of this collective. Everything they ever think or do is because of you. Because if you did, surely there would be no Venakava left. Silly, silly Silvertongue. We never die because there's always to be one. The one? One of who? One of us would still be left. Are they talking about the other half of them? If Core were to die, as long as Mew kept living, things would be fine. Is Brooksing, angry body language. But what does it matter? Don't bother asking us such impossibilities. You know what? I don't think it may be so impossible. At least not if I get to look inside their mind. Oh shit. Okay, I have a few minutes on this one. Let's take a look at this. Oh, right, I use this. What's this? Press C, right. The final answer includes the previous answer to get the key, but the previous answer needed last letter gone. Last answer minus last key. What did I just do? Hold on. Alt Z. Okay, okay, I'm back. That was weird. You don't have the key to access this door. Okay, press backspace key to exit. Okay, Z. How to decode the cipher. L to B. First half of the final answer is XOM. The final answer includes the previous answer to get the key. What a beautiful love story. What a wonderful okay. Oh, okay, so not that. Z. Okay, actually, I need to write this down that way I can actually remember this stuff. So the first letter is R. Z. Place the answer here. Start typing text below. Enter. Okay, I don't have that yet. I don't have the answer. No, the fuck. So, I keep hitting the wrong damn word. Letter. Last answer minus the letter CY. Nope. How to decode LB cipher. First half of the final answer X O M XOM into what? I don't have the key to access this door. Okay, I keep hitting X. The final answer includes the previous answer to get the key, but the previous answer needs its last letter gone. Last answer minus last letter plus CY. RX and understanding this. Plus CY. No, I want to load. Yes. The final answer includes the previous answer to get the key, but the previous answer needs the last letter gone. Okay, so that's not for this one, I think. How to decode the cipher L into B. First half of final answer. Oh, left into bottom? Okay, first half of the final answer is XOM. Maybe? I don't. Okay, so I don't type it here. Last answer minus letters. Last letter plus CY. The previous answer to get. What a beautiful story. What a wonderful blank. So first half is XOM. First letter is R. Last letter gone plus CY. So R. Two, four, six, 2, 4, 6, 7 letters. Okay. Is there any? I'm not sure I understand this at all. First letter is R. R. X O M something. Incorrect answer. I am. Just seeing if this. Okay, no, it still goes even. Okay, I don't know if I can. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, the final answer requires the previous answer. Z. But the previous answer needs the last letter gone. Maybe it doesn't have to be? fair, or any of those words. Oh, fuck. I don't think I was paying attention enough. Okay, so the first letters are... Oh, wait. Rapture? No. So it's not Rapture. What a wonderful rapture. There has to be something else. How did he go this first half of the final answer? Is that the final answer, or is it... Oh wait, I need to get the key, so yeah. The final answer includes the previous answer to get the key, but the previous answer needs the last letter gone. I'm not getting this. What a beautiful love story. What a wonderful blank first letter. And it's not rapture. It's R-A-P-T-U-R-E. No, it would be rapture. Did I spell it wrong, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it needs to be all caps. Incorrect answer. I have no idea. Beautiful love story. What a wonderful first letter. F R fuck. Load. Yes. I don't know if I can figure this one out. Did I screw up somewhere? This is not how I wanted this video to end, but I think we're gonna have to pick it up from here. How? I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I'm legitly uncertain. Okay, I went back and that first one with romance and then the next one, I couldn't think of what the frickin' word was. My brain was not wanting to work. I couldn't think of what it would have been. If you did, let me know in the comments. So, I think I'm gonna go with the split half decision and just go with core. Side their mind, okay. Okay, let's just go ahead and take a look at these. Final answer first, answer from before, okay. There's not, okay. That's for okay. Those two are for the second one, so I will just focus on what this is. Okay, the first letter is T. Is the feeling of dread at the possibility of something frightening, while horror is the shock of seeing the frightening thing. That's terror. Isn't it? Yeah, no, that's terror. Oh, but yeah. That was simple. Okay, there's no I in team, but there is a me. The second, third, and fourth letters are in the second lines above. Second, third, fourth, third, second, fifth, what? So second, third, and fourth. Oh! Shit, okay, I did get that right. Okay, I see in front of me that my insight must have caused strain on the core mu. They're panicking, out of breath, and confused as to what they're feeling. My power does come with its downsides. That being, they're able to notice a difference in fatigue, pain levels, etc. As a collective, they would be more aware of this versus other singleton creatures. What happened? What just happened? Who cares? Make the pain go away, Mew. Me? It's your job. Don't worry, I can fix this. Oh, really? To me, I can see the clear problem as to what's happening. The pain? No, it's something a little deeper than that. Take a pause for effect, and then I dip my feet into their waist, swirling it around. I think that the two of you aren't working. What are you suggesting? How dare you? Can't you see? We're fine. We don't need your help. I'm not saying that you two are broken. On the contrary, I would actually consider you a proposition of the Venakava. Simply put, one of you isn't living up to the standards that I had expected from my collect. Okay, before I get to you, I'm actually gonna save. Save. Ha! You don't think I would see through your, sophistry? Sophistry? Core, listen. This malformed migraine thinks it can divide us. But know this, Core. You are valued. You are good. Don't listen to the insult that thing knows at. Oh, Hume is manipulating Core. He was about to say Core is gullible. Oh, I don't care. We just need the rapture. Oh, I certainly agree with that statement. Core is definitely a valued member of the Venakava, most certainly. They do most of the heavy lifting. They're the brute force of engaging with the rapture, and act as the dam holding the water together, so that the rapture can be equally distributed. It must be the most tempting thing in the world, having the rapture right in front of you. Yet knowing you have to wait because of the Venakava and all the processing. Core is the heart that pumps this experience around the Venakava network. This is a mentally taxing task of ensuring that each rapture is better than the last. Constantly one-upping yourself because every 2 raptures were the same. Then pleasure would be the new normal, the status quo, and people would get tired of it. What can be more difficult, selfless act? It seems like Core hasn't heard such nice things about them for a while. Constantly being merged with Mume is one thing, but it's clear that Mumes view Core to be the one who's inferior. Mume, on the other hand, I'm sorry, but we need to talk. What? Is this a jest? Some little game? You see, Core, look at that foul-mouthed sophistry once more. You seriously think that siding with Core would be better? Frankly put, Mume, please, you should take criticism constructively. Core! Let us put this little monster out of its misery. Core? Core! Let the silver tongue speak. Clearly they have an insight into the situation that we don't have. You have the audacity to think a singleton knows more than us? In the present, we aren't Core immune. We aren't Core immune. We reassemble singletons ourselves. We need the rapture. Needing the rapture. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Mume, we all appreciate the job you do. But frankly, we don't have the time on our hands. We live forever, you imbecile. There's no need to account for time. Oh, hold on now. If I do recall correctly, I remember you saying our time and resources are precious. You are costing us a lot of it. And now I think I know why. Because your lifespan is limited. What a laughable lie. This isn't unfounded, Mew. There are millions of terrors alive that could rip apart the universe if they wish. Also, if you don't have members of the Venakava, it'll lessen your lifespan. That's why you've been so desperate to recruit. Actually, you've been so desperate that you're willing to engage in a conversation with me. Silence! Even though the both of us know very well I have no intentions of joining. I walk around the core Mume until I'm facing the side of the core. I get on my knees. Core, take it from me, a singleton outsider, that this relationship isn't working. Mume's calculations consumption of your energy only drains your resources and wastes your time. Why do you have to evaluate the pain that comes with pleasure? Life is short, even for you, and sometimes you have to take the fall to get the greatest rapture of all. Isn't that tantalizing risk a possibility? Losing it all makes it, when you succeed, all the greater? Core, they're insane. Core, you can't have pleasure without pain. The two almost go hand in hand. Trying to filter through exceptions is just doing a disservice to you. There's a rapture right at your fingertips, and you can't take it. Core? We don't need to hear any more of this. We know we don't have to hear any more of this. Oh no. In my eyes, I witnessed Core and Mume fuse back together as one. As they no longer separate, this means that you think you can get under our skin. Nice try. We have to admit, you're a rather impressive specimen. Surely all the more impressive that we could use an addition to the Venacava, yes? Wait, I never made my final decision. Too late, no, I was sure there was a way out. What'd I miss? I missed something. Oh, fuck, I meant to load, not overwrite, god damn it. Load. I forget which one this is. At least I can damage their minds. I can make it out of here. So maybe... What is this place? Oh, it's wonderful. Yes, truly wonderful. We can't wait to start this new day here with everyone else. We think it's time to start again. We need to make more to... We'll make more come. More will come. More will be assimilated. More will join us. More is needed after all. Cormu, where one is all. For the rapture. Oh god. Void End. What is your name again? Oh shit. Did I just fail? Oh god. Okay, I know that's not the full game. Shit. Okay, I got the void ending there. I... Ah, damn. Okay. So, I got the void ending on this one. Yeah, okay, that's Monster's Insight. I got a ending. I don't know if I'll go... maybe I'll come back to this at some point, but holy crap. Okay. So, Monster's Insight, really interesting. My brain is slightly melted from all this. If you guys want to try this game out, it's on itch.io, a Monster's Insight. I'll probably have a link in the description down below. But, yeah, no, this game is really awesome. I love the art style and everything. Definitely not a game I would all usually play, but the art style and cosmic horror theme caught my interest, so... yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one, I guess. Something. Later? See you guys in the next video, and, didn't mean that. Bye.